What is up, dudes and dudettes? It's your boy bblakeypoo here with another unboxing. Sorry it's been a little while. Your boy here has been a little under the weather. You can probably hear it in my voice a little bit still, but it's been too long. Gotta open these toys. We got toys to look at. So, what do we have for you today? We've got the Ninja Turtles versus Street Fighter. First up, we have Leonardo versus Ryu. And we have Michelangelo versus Chun Li. These are the only ones I've seen out in the wild. I think they're the only ones out right now. I haven't seen Raph or Donnie. And I'm assuming that Guile and Ken are going to be the other figures. Well, enough on that. Let's just get right into it. Let's pop these open, shall we? Hoo-hoo-hoo. Trusty knife. And I don't know where to open this one. Here we go. On the bottom. We might as well do both of them at the same time, right? Gotta pop them open. There's no sense in waiting. Might as well just have them out all at the same time, right? Come on, Chun Li. Come on, Mikey. Oh, this is the new Street Fighter with the tag team stuff. I forgot the tray shot on the other one, but here you go. Tray shot. Now that we've got them out of the box, let's go ahead and have a look at the boxes. So the back of the box here, you don't need to pause this time. If you want to read it, go ahead. But I'm going to read it for you. Street Fighter celebrates its 35th anniversary in 2022, marking a historic moment for one of the most influential fighting game franchises of all time. The series charged onto the scene in 1987, quickly becoming a household name around the world with its captivating gameplay and iconic characters such as Chun Li and Ryu. Now the team will face one of their greatest challenges yet as they battle against formidable opponents from another indispensable franchise. The New York City sewer-dwelling, crime-fighting, pizza-loving Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. In this iconic Versus 2-pack series, will Ryu have the skills to throw a Hadouken and take down the leader of the Turtles, Leonardo? Will Chun-Li use her fast attacks to handle the master of the nunchucks, Michelangelo? Only you can decide. Alright, so both of the boxes say the same thing. After reading that, now I don't know if we're gonna get the other Turtles and the other Street Fighters, but one could hope. So the box comes with this background for Ryu, so you can take some photos. Actually, I'll probably snap a couple before I give the figures to my buddy. And then this is the one for Chun-Li. It just looks like the the levels from the Super NES, or Street Fighter 2. And then this packaging that the characters were in, it has these as if it were the game, which is pretty cool. I think that's pretty cool. And now that we have them all out of the box, here are all 4 figures. And I think I've got quite a bit to say, and I'm going to have to bring the box back in. There were a few things on the boxes that were exactly the same between the 2 boxes. One of which was these are a total pain to get out of the plastic. Oh man, you thought NECA was bad with these? All these little bands? Oh man, these are everywhere, and it's like they vac sealed them in there. But let's get to the figures, shall we? We'll go one by one, starting with the Turtles. Let's have a closer look. First, we have that sweet, sweet rotating shot. Let you see the 360, all the little finer not the finer details, the macro details here on Leonardo. And you've probably noticed something that I've noticed. Let's get closer. In the Leonardo Ryu set, Leonardo comes with everything you see here. His 2 katana. And let's go in closer on Leo. So the first thing I noticed is he looks like a goth version. This is Teenage Mutant Goth Turtle. I see what they're doing with like the hash marks like when you draw an art style that's hashing. I think they tried to make it look video game-ish, but it just comes off as a dirty goth turtle to me. And I don't know, like, I'll get into the articulation here in a second, but I also want to point out, like, where is it? I think it's the back of the box. Yeah, the art for Leonardo. Oh, crap. Sorry. The art for Leonardo, as you can see, he's got his katana, his blue headband, his and the black pads, but his belt is brown, and it doesn't have the shoulder strap. Meanwhile, we've got the black shoulder strap and belt. He's got weapon storage back here, which, to be honest, this is where these are going to stay on my figure here. Because I don't know if I've been spoiled by NECA or what, but I'm just not really impressed with these Playmates. These are the Playmates versions, by the way. And they look like they're just a repaint of the 2012 Playmate Turtles with different head sculpt, I would say. Because, yeah, I didn't see this on them. But let's have a look here on the articulation. It's got the up and down. Well, not so much down. He's got a little bit of up on the head. The left to right is all good. He can probably do 360 because I'm pretty sure he's just a ball joint there that has no up and down for some reason. And the shoulders, we got butterfly there with a pin, and then double pinned elbows, and each finger has its own articulation, and the thumb as well, and the thumb also rotates, which seems like a cool idea, except you noticed in the 360 he was just daintily holding on to that katana, because I can't figure out how to get him to grip the thing without it just being daintily held between two fingers. So that's a complaint of mine. He's got ab crunch, which what they did, they just detached the shell is attached to the top, the chest piece, and then down here is not attached. So you get a bit of twist and ab crunch there. And also the hashing doesn't make sense because it's only on the body and the head. They didn't do it to any of the appendages. So it just makes it look weird. Or the shell. It just makes it look weird. I don't know who decided to do that, but I'm not a fan of it, to be honest. Get back to the articulation. The hips, I can't tell. Is that on a ball? I can't tell. And then swivel on the hip, double knee pins. And you got a rocking. Oh, man. Look, yeah. So his foot just fell off. There we see the one pin with the ball joint there. And let's pop his foot back on. And you'll see he also has individual toe articulation. And foot peg holes. Got some peg holes, and then probably says what, Playmates or something. What does that say? Viacom 2012. Playmates, Hong Kong, Canton Road, Hong Kong, China. So look, I don't know if that means that's when these were made. The molds were made or what, but like they look exact. This is basically just a repaint of the 2012, and man, he's hard to get to stand. So you can pose him in a bunch of different ways. He's got a lot of articulation, but a lot of the joints are just loose. You saw his foot fell off. I mean, he almost fell over again. So let's move on to Mikey. Here we have the sweet, sweet 360 of everyone's favorite party dude, Michelangelo. What's up? As you can see, he's daintily holding on to his nunchuck there. I finagled with it. I could not figure out a way to get him to hold it properly. So he's going to have a lot of the downfalls of Leonardo, but let's get close in on him, shall we? And Michelangelo comes in the Michelangelo Chun Li pack, and this is everything that comes with him. We have the 2 pair of nunchucks. They've got a little bit of detail on them. This is where I bring the box art back in. Michelangelo's nunchucks are wood. He also has the colored belt. So they're not following the art style of the box. And there's no hashing anywhere. There's no hashing anywhere at all. And look on here, where they're actually fighting, the characters, they have the colored pads. He has a purple belt. Like, I don't know. It's all over the place. Pretty sloppy, if you ask me. Let's get in deep. Get in close. We're going to go quick. We're just going to go over his head sculpt. It's a little different, but he also looks like he's been chewing on an ink pen. He's not quite as gothy as Leonardo was. So his head sculpt's different. That's pretty much it. And the color. The color is just a little different. Different shades of green here between the two. But yeah, they look like they've been chewing on ink, and it just, the pen exploded all over them because it's only on their head and the front of their shells, not the back. It makes, or their legs or arms or anything. It's just like, they're just like, oh, give me the minute. Oh, just all over him. It was whatever. But anyway, he's got that ab crunch, all the weird, like, cooling concept, but oh man, look, his hand's coming apart now. Or does that mean, can I rotate that a little bit? Oh my goodness, is that how you make them? Is that how you... Oh, off camera, sorry. Oh, I didn't know you could rotate the fingers. Okay, so that's how you get them to hold the nunchucks. Let's see if it works. Oh my goodness, oh my goodness. Oh, he's got a keen hold on that, look. Oh. That's a game changer with the weapons. Okay, it looks weird as heck, and I'm not even sure if it's supposed to happen, but it looks like it should. It works, makes him look weird, but, and as you can see, it's already loose. But, yeah, the articulation, it's a cool idea. I just don't think it was executed well, to be honest. Everything's really loose. It feels like... There's like no resistance, but it's a smooth, like plasticky, rubbery feeling. I don't know. It just, I'm not impressed with these. These so far are my least favorite Ninja Turtle figures. And oh man, that's like, look at his leg. It went all wonky. Yeah, man. That stinks. So I guess my gut feeling the first time I saw them was on point. I mean, they look kind of okay, I guess. They'll be cool to pose, maybe. Yeah, they'll be cool to pose and then leave them there. Like, they do look all right from a distance, if you don't mind your gothy-looking toidles. All right, so let's move on to the Street Fighter. And ladies first, here's that sweet, sweet 360 of Chun Li. Now, at a glance, I gotta say, this looks better. This is a higher on the scale than the Turtles figs, but let's have a closer look, shall we? Like I said, Chun Li comes in the pack with Michelangelo, and she comes with everything you see here. That's right, just Chun Li. Let's zoom in for a little more detail, shall we? Let's start with the face. Does that scream Chun Li? Like, let's get everything else out. Just the face there. Is that Chun Li, or is that just a generic face? I'm going to say generic face. Let's have a look here. Yeah. I don't think that's even the same sculpt. The shape's different and everything. So the face, very generic. The costume, I think, looks pretty cool. The little bit of detail they did with the swooping fabric there, and the puff things and the things in her hair. Like from back here, from behind, that's Chun Li, right? until you get the face in there, which, you know, is unfortunate because otherwise I think this is a pretty cool figure. I thought the turtles were going to beat these out because you know, looked at the face, but I don't know. These Street Fighter figures, they're not quite as articulate, but I feel like they went overboard on the articulation with those turtles. So anyway, let's get to it. Her head articulation, she can look left and right. It's a little hard because of her hair buns and ribbons. They're not really soft. Like they're hard. It is soft, but it's just thick. So it kind of keeps her from doing it. The up and down, she does look down. Not much up, and I think I suspect she wouldn't have it anyway, but I think it's probably also due to these ribbons. Her puffy things on her shoulders kind of limit that upper movement there. So she can't quite go fully lateral, but it does rotate all the way around. And she has the double pin little elbows, which actually kind of works. Since her arms are so little, that doesn't look as weird to me. I don't know, I think it blends it well. Her spiky things, her spiky bracelets, they move, which is kind of cool, kind of annoying. But I think more cool than anything, actually. And there's a wrist swivel and that. So for the punching action, we got ab twist, but no crunch. And Chun Li can do the splits. That's right, Chun Li has to be flexible because Chun Li kicks. That's her move. That's her move. We all know that lightning kick. The yeah. Just sit there and mash that button, baby. She also, you know, I can't remember if it was in 2 or not, but she also had like a tiny little Hadoken of her own. But yeah, she's got great hip articulation. Also has the hip swivel, the double knee. Oh, I hope that pin's not coming out. They both look like that though, so maybe it's supposed to be like that. It's probably just because this is way thicker and they use the same size pin on both. That's what it looks like to me. Oh, they gave her underwear. Okay, good. For you nasties out there. Yeah, she's got the kick, and her boots even have a little bit of ankle articulation. Not a whole lot, but here's where they really missed out on this figure. Otherwise, besides the face, there are no peg holes for the feet. What do I want? How do I want to pose Chun-Li? Huh? What do I want to do with her? I want to set her up for her kicks, right? That's the entire point. That's the entire point of her. Like, if I could put her on a stand, that would be cool, right? That is so cool. But no. Come on. Where's the peg hole? You put it on the turtles. You put it on the turtles. Couple major points. Yeah, they missed out on that. Also, it looks like, let's zoom in a little further here. It looks like these are painted on, like the detail on her, it's painted on, but it's also raised a little bit. You got a little fold in the fabric back there and all that. It looks like they did the same thing, though. They detailed the front, you know, just the body, and then went pretty generic. Well, no, her shoes are pretty, her boots are good. But otherwise, you know, it's all one tone, kind of like they did with the turtles. Let's move on to Ryu. And once again, that wonderful 360 view. Ah, I love this thing. I got it on Amazon. I forget for how much. I just wish it were quieter. But have a look-see at Ryu, the greatest fighter in the world. The man who has dedicated his entire life to the art. The martial arts, that is. And learning Hadokens and all that. Anyway, let's zoom in. Let's get some detail, shall we? Ryu comes with Leonardo in a 2-pack, and as you can see, he comes with everything you see here. They're really scant on the accessories for the Street Fighter figs. But hey, it's probably because they did a much better job on the actual figure. Let's zoom in and get a little more detail, shall we? So, he has that same downfall as Chun Li. The generic face. Just, what is that? They pull that off a Ken doll or something and then, change the hair and, I don't know. Because, do I need to bring the box back? Do I need to bring the box back? Huh? Is that the same guy? Is that the same guy? Methinks not. Methinks not. So anyway, besides the face, you're going to find this is another cool figure. Oh, if the head sculpt were better, which I bet you can find some custom sculpts online to fit, then this will turn into a good figure. I don't know what was going on over at Playmates when they made these, but check it out. So let's get to the articulation. The head. He can go left. Oh, he can go right. He can probably go all the way around, but I don't want to risk his head popping off. He can look up that far, and he can look down all the way, which he likes to do because that's a very loose joint. Look at that. And his bandana will push his head down a lot of times. The paint's already coming off of the bandana. It's rubbing off onto his shirt there. So, yeah, that's unfortunate. I like the material, though, of his gi. It's a very rubbery, it almost feels like it could be cloth, but it's good with the figure. You can see it there, rippling. He's got the rotating, and I don't know what that joint's called. What is it? Is it a butterfly? I don't know. Somebody correct me down in the comments so I don't sound so stupid in the future. Swivel up here. The double. He's got the double, and it looks weird. Kind of looks weird because he's bigger, if you pay close attention to it, but you can hide that. You can hide that for photos. He's got some big hands, man. He's got big hands. Chun Li, on the other hand, I don't know, it seems like that's pretty proportional. He's got some big old hands, big old forearms. This dude is a beast. He's got the wrist swivel and rock. No ab crunch. He has a little bit of a swivel just above the hips. No crunch, though. Can Ryu do the splits? Why, yes, he can. Ryu is a very flexible man. Oh, yeah, he's got to do that. All right, check it out. Wait, no, he's not the one that does that. He does it like this, right? Get back to the review. Stop playing. But they did do a little bit more detail. Check it out. I wonder if I can zoom in a little more. Okay. He's got some detail on his belt. You see a little detail on his gi in the fabric and whatnot. But, well, no, they actually detailed his pants and everything too. He's got the double knee and his feet rock and roll. Also, no peg holes. What gives? And these feet are pretty good. Look at the sculpt on those. He's even got his weird little toe. His weird little pinky toe. And even on the underside, there's a little bit of detail. But the face. That face. Man, oh man, what is going on there? What is up with generic pretty boy Ken and his Elvis hair? Oh, thank you very much. Oh, you ain't nothing but a hound dog. Now let's get back to the rest of them, shall we? Oh, I just wanted to get this shot of me balancing them, doing a foot high five before they fall over. All right, so here they all are in their wonderful glory. Posing them and sitting them around like the turtles do fine like that. They look great that way, but I don't know. If you want to mess around with them too much, play around with them. I don't know. I think Playmates kind of missed the mark on the execution here. Maybe I'm just spoiled by NECA, but yeah, these are gonna be posed and put away. These probably won't see a whole lot of photography and all that. If they do come out with the other two, I will be getting them because you got to have the set of the boys, right? But in my opinion, I believe what they ask on that box. Can Ryu muster the strength to beat the turtles? I think Ryu probably wins. These Street Fighters win the bout against the Teenage Mutant Goth Turtles, and that saddens me. Oh, it saddens me. Look, check this out. Mikey can't even like stay up. Like his the weight of his shell. Look at him. Just pulls him back. But yeah. Oh, good thing she can do the splits. Like her stuff is made for that. Like he looks a little weird when he kicks because he doesn't have anything covering the fact that he's got a weird leg just like popping up like that. But other than that, man, the Street Fighters, they won. They won. The generic pretty boy and pretty girl here, they won. They may not be your Chun Li or your Ryu, but they won this bout. Oh yeah, I keep forgetting to ask y'all to like and subscribe in the beginning. I guess I should probably do that because not everyone makes it to the end of the video. And if you did, man, hey, hats off to you. Thank you for watching. And if you haven't already, please subscribe. If you have subscribed, hey, thanks for coming back. I'm having trouble ending this because I just want to keep playing with these Street Fighter ones and lament over the turtles here. But if you liked this video, like I said, please give me a like. I'm having a hard time ending this. I don't know. I'm just a little bummed about these turtles. But I'm sure that will be remedied soon on the next unboxing. So, join me for that. And thank you for watching. Have a great day.